unashamedly moral.
Mother doesn't always know best.
Once upon a sunny morning, a man who sat in a breakfast nook looked up from his scrambled eggs to see a white unicorn with a gold horn quietly cropping the roses in the garden. The man went to the bedroom where his wife was still asleep and woke her.
There's a unicorn in the garden eating roses.
The wife opened one unfriendly eye.
The unicorn is a mythical beast.
She turned her back on him. The man went back out to the garden to see if the unicorn was still there. And he was! He was now browsing among the tulips.
Here, unicorn.
The man pulled out a lily and gave it to the unicorn. The unicorn ate it bravely. With a high heart, because there was a unicorn in his garden, the man went back to the bedroom and roused his wife again.
The unicorn ate a lily.
You are a booby, and I'm going to have you thrown into the booby hatch.
The man, who never liked the words booby and booby hatch, and who likes them even less on a shining morning when there was a unicorn in the garden, thought for a moment.
We'll see about that.
The man started to head towards the garden.
It has a golden horn in the middle of his forehead.
The man went back out to the garden to see the unicorn again, but the unicorn had gone away. So the man sat down among the roses. Oh! And fell asleep. When the husband had left the house, the wife got up and dressed as quickly as she could. She was very excited, and there was a glow in her eye. She telephoned the police, and she telephoned the psychiatrist. She told them to come as quickly as they could, and to bring a straitjacket. When the policeman and the psychiatrist arrived, they sat down in chairs and looked at the wife with great interest.
My husband told me he saw a unicorn.
The policeman looked at the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist looked at the policeman.
He told me it ate a lily.
The psychiatrist looked at the policeman, and the policeman looked at the psychiatrist.
He said it had a golden horn in the middle of its forehead.
With a solemn signal from the psychiatrist, the policeman got up and seized the wife. They had a terrible time, for she put up a terrific struggle, but they finally subdued her. When the husband came back into the house, they had the wife in a straitjacket.
Could you tell your wife you saw a unicorn?
Of course not. The unicorn is a mythical beast.
So they took the wife, kicking and screaming, and shut her up in an institution. The husband lived happily ever after. Moral:
Never count your boobies until they're hatched.
did come along, and she was carrying a basket of food.
Are you carrying that basket to your grandmother's?
Asked the wolf. The little girl said,
Yes, I am.
so the wolf asked her,
Well, where does your grandmother live?
and the little girl told him. She skipped away, and the wolf decided to hide in her grandmother's house. When the little girl got to her grandmother's house, she realized that there was somebody in bed with a nightcap and nightgown on. She was no nearer than 25 feet from the bed when she realized it wasn't her grandmother, but the wolf. For even in a nightcap, the wolf does not look any more like your grandmother does than the Metro Goldwyn lion looks like Bill Maher. So, the little girl pulled an automatic out of her basket and shot the wolf dead. Moral,
It's not so easy to fool little girls now as it used to be.